Hey guys, it's Brian Sapinski from Lost Silver Productions, and welcome to this week's edition of Convention Attention Abridged. Once again, shooting this from yet another location in the house. I'm running out of places to do this, but you don't care about seeing the decor or whatever. You want some news. Let's give you some news.
Presented here you see the new cast of Power Rangers Ninja Steel. I stress the word new because there's a new face in this picture. During August's Power Morphicon convention, this was the announced cast. As you can see, there's a different Yellow Ranger. That's because on September 19th, it was announced that Chance Simpson, who was originally cast as the Yellow Ranger, had to bow out of the role for what is still listed for now as unforeseen circumstances. Which is sad to hear, but let's hope that none of these circumstances are unsavory in any way. In any event, the new Yellow Ranger is Nico Greedham, who will join from left to right in this picture Will Schufelt, Christiane Lopez, Peter Sadarso, and Zoe Robbins. The series will premiere on Nickelodeon next year.
Another classic anime and game staple is being used in a new ad campaign in Japan, this time in the form of a public service. Our Japanese culture correspondent Scott Goldiner has more on the story.
The Tokyo Metropolitan Police has begun a new poster campaign designed to prevent traffic accidents and is using the release of the new World of Final Fantasy game to help deliver the message, encouraging pedestrians and drivers to make eye contact at intersections to avoid casualties. The poster delivers the message, "Traffic accidents final declaration, make it not end in fantasy." This is not the first time the Tokyo Police has used anime to get the message across, having previously collaborated with the manga series Bakugan in a 2014 campaign addressing motorcycle safety.
You know, it's funny. Several months ago, pop singer Sarah Bareilles came out with a hit song with the title "I Choose You." For those that never heard it, and I'm going to try to do this justice by rights, I'm a Billy Joel singer, really. The main line of the song in the chorus goes something like this. Tell the world that we finally got it all right. I choose you. Actually, that came out better than I thought it would. Anyway, ever since that song came out, I mean, let's put it this way. When anime fans like us hear the words "I choose you," we think of the worlds of Pokemon. And ever since that song came out, I've personally been thinking like this: if they would actually in the anime let Ash grow up and like girls, then I could actually picture this as Ash's wedding song, years down the road. It makes sense to me. What do you guys think? And now, sure, I have my personal rankings as to who I think Ash should end up with in the long run, from best to worst. Let's see, Misty Dawn, Serena, May, Iris. There you go. Well, that's a conversation best saved for another time, even though I've already finished my end of the bargain. But anyway, the idea of pairing the Pokemon world to the, I guess, matrimonial world, that seems like a very, far-fetched notion. Or is it?
Last week, a clothing store called Ulta, located in Shinjuku, Tokyo, was selling a series of Pokemon bridal jewelry. Yes, you heard me, bridal jewelry. Just think, now you can capture the heart of the love of your life by proposing to her with this cubic zirconium Pikachu wedding ring. Or perhaps you both would enjoy rings made of Pokeballs, or even this ring pair, each sporting a Pikachu, which, when brought together, form a heart. Aww. These are just a few of the many jewelry assortments that they were selling, furnished as part of the You Treasure character line by the K-Uno jewelry brands.
All this stuff, as you can see, looks very beautiful, highly unusual, but please, come on. I could easily think of a few friends, as crazy as this stuff is, I could easily imagine a few of my friends actually wanting this stuff. Come on, ladies out there, you can't tell me you don't want it. So if you're watching this news piece on a computer right now, what type are you using? Are you using a Dell, an HP, a Mac? What's your preference? Regardless of which it is, I think we can all agree that computers have come a long way in the past several decades from the time we entered the computer age. But for this last piece, it's time to go old school a little bit, and I mean old school.
You have to go way back to the 80s to recognize this. It's a Commodore 64. I used to have one myself. Well, would you believe that there's one of these still operating today? You have to go all the way to Poland to find it, where this C64, complete with ancient 5¼ inch floppy disk drive and all, has been helping run a Polish auto shop for over 25 years. It's seen a lot of abuse, as you can tell, including being rained on from an open window, among other things that fall from the sky. But don't think that that's the only ancient computer running present-day operations, as last year a report out of Grand Rapids, Michigan told of an Amiga which has been in service for over 30 years, powering the air conditioning for all of the 19 public schools in the district.
My kids, Brandon and Joey, have never seen the Commodore and the old Atari 2600 that we used to have. Really, the only old school that they really know as far as the computer age goes and stuff like that is the original Starcade game show from back in the early 80s. Well, hey, no matter what, the classics endure, I guess. And what's also going to endure is us here with our Convention Attention podcast. And we've got our next one rolling out next week. We're going to be doing it on a special night again. We're going to be doing it on Wednesday night, October 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The reason why, New York Comic Con is next weekend, and we'd like to, before that convention hits, 4-day convention, we'd like to have as many of you come as possible to join us, because it's October officially, starting with that next show. So we're going to be devoting that one to cosplay. As a matter of fact, we'd even like anybody that's going to call into the show live on YouTube, we want you to come in cosplay. I'll be in cosplay. I'll talk to the guys and see who's interested there. And we want to hear your cosplay stories, your nightmares, how you got into it, your opinion on some of the issues and things like that. We want to get everything out about the cosplay world. And as a little extra treat, we're going to play a special cosplay themed edition of our classic convention survey game show, Card Sharks. And we'll even throw in a particular special prize for some of you out there, especially if you're from and around the New York area like we are. So please join us and come play in the game and have some fun. And like I said, let's talk about cosplay and tribute to October and Halloween and all that. And in the meantime, you know what else to do. You know to like, share, and subscribe this video as well as our YouTube channel. Please tell your friends about us both here and on Facebook at facebook.com/LostSilverProductions, where you can give us a like. And all those will be in the links below, as you know. And please donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/LostSilver. We could always use the help in funding our anime game show convention ventures. In the meantime, that's it from here, from Scott Goldiner and the rest of the gang here at Lost Silver Productions. I'm Brian Sapinski, and we'll see you on the con floor very soon.